What is up, bros? Josh here. In today's video, we're going over some ranked battle gameplay. And in this video, we're showing off the Jervis, the Tier 7 Royal Navy Destroyer. And I will put a link down below to my picks for the top 5 ships for each class, with also some runners-up. And first of all, I hope everyone's having a good time with this ranked season. If you guys have ever watched my stream, you guys know I am a big fan of ranked. I actually do love this. Yes, I'm a crazy person, but I love ranked play. And we play a lot of it on my stream live on twitch.tv/mejosh. Come check us out. But this one is a reason why, or this video is a reason why the Jervis, in my opinion, is just the easy go-to destroyer. Now, if you guys go and look at my top 5 video, I actually placed the Jervis as number 2, and the reason being is Haida I placed still at number 1. The reason being is the Haida is just, I think, overall a better pure destroyer versus destroyer. Reason being, Jervis has 6.3 kilometer detection, the Haida has 5.7. Haida basically outspots everything, and in some really try-hard scenarios, the Haida is probably still a little bit better. But this is a perfect example of where the Haida would actually struggle compared to the Jervis, and that is a 1DD game. And here we see a 1DD Mahan versus the Jervis. So the Mahan out detect by a long shot, so it's not too bad. But this is actually where the Haida would kind of have some trouble. I say trouble with quotations, but actually have a hard time really kind of being as effective as I end up being in this game, purely because of just how the Haida is with its type of smoke, the rolling smoke, and actually only having the one torp launcher. It may not seem like a lot. You go, okay, the Jervis only has 7 kilometer torps, yada yada, but overall those double torps actually end up doing a lot, and actually do end up making a big impact on this game, and you'll see it as we go. But really, the Jervis, in my opinion, is my go-to pick. I even said that in the video, that in this season I will be playing the Jervis. I love the Jervis at tier 7. It's a really fun ship. Love playing it in ranked sprint. And then also we'll be playing it on all this. Actually, played a little bit. As you see, I'm out detecting this guy, and I'm holding my shot until he starts going forward, because I know I don't want to take that salvo from that Miyoko. That's actually pushing up right there. But this is just a ship I enjoy playing. I have always enjoyed playing, and we'll play it throughout the season. I actually have been playing ranked battles on 3 separate accounts. Really, I just played it on the free-to-play account because I wanted to get the flag. I played it on my Road to Tier 10 account, which is just, again, to get the flag. And then I will actually rank out on my main account. Yes, I know I'm a crazy person. But yeah, I have played it. So that was a perfect example of what the Jervis kind of has an advantage on compared to the Haida. Now, the Haida still would have got that salvo. That's not that big of a deal, right? You still get that salvo. You still get probably a second salvo if you want. But just purely the smoke difference. And exactly what I'm talking about is the ability to not take damage there. The Haida would have done its rolling smoke and used up one of its rolling smokes, and it would have been done. I still kind of would have been awkward, half spotting, half not spotting. You know, there's only so much you can do. But now the Jervis, I was able to cut off that line of sight and actually just get the reset, go dark, and then just kind of on to the next one. But here we actually see the Jervis kind of doing its thing. Still though, I mean, overall, people always ask me what my opinion on ranked is, what my opinion on the ships, what do I think will be good, what do I think will be bad for ships. And really, ranked is just a battle of attrition. It is truly a battle of you versus kind of almost the matchmaking, kind of the teams, more than it is like picking the right ship. I always say that the most important thing is picking a ship you enjoy to play. If I tell you that the Belfast is the best cruiser you can play, or the Fiji, or the Sinop, or whatever ship you think is the best, or really in this video, if the Jervis is the best battle, or the best destroyer, I almost said battleship, as we were about to torp this battleship. If you don't like playing any of those ships, ranked is going to be awful for you. Ranked is going to be absolutely awful. If you don't enjoy playing a said ship, then it is going to be a grind and an uphill battle for you, because you need to somehow make this pretty hostile environment, pretty salty environment, as fun as possible. Now, I love it. Well, that's actually kind of interesting. I've never seen the replay do that. Hey, the replays are definitely good. Trust me. That was almost like a submarine view that's like bugging it out. Did we just break something there? What just happened? But yeah, there we go. If we follow torps on our replay, you kind of see like a submarine view. Well, there you go. We learned something. But overall, I just think the Jervis is just really just a go-to. It's strong, it's stealthy for this tier. It's not as stealthy as a couple of the ships. You have the Shiratsuyu that can kind of pick on you a little bit purely by detection. You have obviously the Haida, which is going to be a bit of a struggle, although you can disengage with that type of Royal Navy smoke. And overall, just the ability to just make plays, get those resets, get into spots, farm ships. You know, we're going to get into a couple spots here where it's cruiser versus destroyer, and this is again a perfect example of why I wanted to show this game. Not only was it a really good game, but it was the ability to just kind of go against cruisers. The Haida really struggles against this because, again, it's rolling smoke. Now, the Jervis, what I can do here is if this Myoko turns or fires, I can disengage. I can pop the smoke, get a couple salvos in, and then, you know, do it again. I can get a fire, and then smoke up, and then do it again. I can do that over and over and over. That's the strength of the Royal Navy Destroyer, and that is something that the Haida doesn't have, and that's something that really nothing else at this tier has. Really, these smokes, that's just a super strength that this line has in general, is its ability to just disengage. And this is even a strength against planes. Obviously, we don't have to worry about that. At tier 7, that's something that always kind of blows people's minds when I'm like, oh, the Royal Navy Destroyers actually deal with CVs really well. People go, well, they have terrible A ratings. What do you mean? Well, the short smokes are actually super duper effective at dealing with planes because of their ability to just make the planes kind of just waste time, and then they have a fast reload. So really, really, really good overall. But here we kind of go, and also you have that Hydro. The Hydro is so freaking good, and obviously we're going to sit in smoke that whole time, and I'm trying to figure out the best place to go here. Our team is kind of slowly YOLOing. Even in a Jervis or in a whatever destroyer, it is never fun to have to deal with a full life cruiser that, you know, if it gets hit hard enough or hits you hard enough, it's going to hit you for 5,000 or 6,000 damage. It's never fun, ever fun. But if he is maybe at 10k, I'd maybe take him on. But since he is at, what is he, almost full life, 32k, almost full life, we don't quite want this fight. I'm trying to get the Nagato here that just went around the island to fire at this guy, but I think we even play with him. And this is where my best friend, the Nelson, actually, and I actually don't think the Nelson is that good of a battleship for this season, but shout out to this guy. He and I did all the work for this team and did, and kind of did some carrying, but yeah, again, one of the reasons why I wanted to show this game is just kind of the strength of the Jervis. It's just so consistent. It's so weird to see this bug. It's so weird to see that. And I never realized I followed Torps as much as now that I see this weird thing. You know, there's a couple of DDs that are going to be quite strong this season. Again, in my top 5 list, there's a few that I kind of put up there at the top. But honestly, there's just a couple that stand out, and everything else is kind of just in the middle. Now, if I didn't have the Jervis and I didn't have the Haida, what did I pick? Honestly, and I didn't have, let's say I don't have a premium ship, I'd probably actually pick the Mahan, what we're going against right there. I think the Mahan overall is fairly solid. Its torps can be really good, 9.2 kilometers, actually a lot of them. I'm trying to help my my Nelson. I'm in like the starter bracket in this game, and I didn't really put too much faith in it with a lot of the players. So I'm trying to not take damage from that guy and help this Nelson finish this, because I just felt like this guy would probably just live the whole time. But instead, I actually just put some faith in him at one point. Like, there you go. There's Nelson's doing Nelson, or Myoko doing Myoko things. I feel like I got kind of lucky there. I was trying to farm a little bit more damage here too. But yeah, again, this is just a perfect example of what this ship can do. I did play actually for one of the sprint seasons. I did play the Vauquelin at tier 7, the French destroyer. I actually thought that was kind of goofy fun. The Bliss was actually kind of fun, but those are more fun as in, you know, as in like a meme kind of way. Strength wise, they're probably not there, but overall, they can be quite fun to play, but you kind of need other ships to kind of help you do things. Akatsuki, not my playstyle, but can be quite strong if you hit the right torps, and has some okay guns to kind of defend itself with. But really, I just think the true go-to DD, if you are really interested in playing the Jervis, or really interested in playing the DD overall this season, I feel like it's only the Jervis. I feel like there's nothing really else that'll stand out, that's especially tech tree. Now again, there are different play styles. You know, you can get maybe the Shiratsu if you want to be super stealthy. If you have some of the premium ships with the Sims and the Haida, those are definitely some good options. But if you are looking for something that is purely tech tree and just overall a strong ship, this is definitely going to be a go-to for me. And this is what I've played on all 3 accounts so far. and we've been having a ton of success, and it's been just kind of a super carry machine. As you see, we're able to get a bunch of resets with guns, a bunch of damage on stuff, bunch of torps, and really you get into a lot of situations with this CD, even with something just as simple as radio location, and you're just not really worried about anything. You really aren't. You know, you're going against a DD, you know, especially if you go against like a Gaja Mutter or something like that. You're really not too worried about much, just because you know you're so strong compared to that. You have great guns, you have Hydra, which basically keeps you super safe from torps, and you have just, I wouldn't say they're super good, but they're pretty good torps. You know, it would be a perfect world if they were just a little bit longer. But as you see right here, it's 3v5. And again, this is a situation where my strongest pick, the Haida, would actually kind of struggle, and we just wouldn't be able to pull off what we're able to do here. We still have one more smoke with a small cooldown, but the whole thing about these small smokes is its ability to do basically what I'm doing here. And all I'm trying to do is get a fire and then move on to the next target. Get a fire, move on to the next target. Force a repair, move on to the next target, or just do enough damage. As you see, he only has 5,000 life. He has 5,000 life as well. There's a fire right there. And again, as you see, I switch over to the next target already, trying to get this sign-up killed. And then we know we have the Mahan as well. 1,000 life or Miyoko. It's me and my Nelson friend. And I figured, oh man, this game's probably over. But I was like, you know what? Actually, I think we're going to be okay, because a couple things are pretty low. We have the sign up here. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I know that the Indy was going to be a bit of a problem. But if I can just get this guy killed, and then maybe I can push the Mahan. But we also need to stop this cap. So I'm not quite sure what the right play was going to be. But I was like, you know what? I'll just go stop this cap. I'll pull this guy. He's got to go onto this anyway. We know he's there. As we just cap right there, we know the Mahan isn't on this cap. So I have some freedom to go stop this. Nelson will stop that. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can help him kill this Lion. I'll go help him kill the Mahan after this. And then we have to kind of maybe, if he can focus the Indianapolis, that'd be great. Because that's going to be a problem as we both get high caliber too. A pretty cool little run there. Both of us, and as you see, the Mahan's getting there. And I got a little worried that guy was pushing on. He's pushing on that cap. Again, I'm much more focused on stopping this cap over here. And we get a little lucky on fires. I got some really good RNG this game. I just kind of realized that. And here we see the Mahan getting way too close. Again, one of the downsides of the Mahan is that it does have a fairly high detection. And you even see me kind of go away from going to cap that cap because I needed to protect my friend. Protect your battleship players as long as they're shooting. I kind of made that joke on stream that one of the battleships on one of my teams said thank you for screening and thank you for doing that kind of stuff, and I just said thank you for shooting, because sometimes in ranked battles it's hard enough to find somebody in a battleship player that just clicks their mouse. And so I protected him. He's gonna protect me. I think he may take one torp here. I'm not 100% sure. And then it's basically just GG after that. We kind of work this guy down and go and cap this cap. I got a little greedy here, but luckily this guy's just shooting AP only. Yeah, he took one torp, but he's a Nelson. He's going to come back to life here in a little bit. I got a little greedy here, but he just had perfect aim. But overall, if you guys are really looking for something that is just a solid destroyer at tier 7, or really just like a fun line to go down, we did this for our free-to-play challenge. We are almost to the daring, and the Jervis, the Lightning, the Jutland, the Daring, all those are just such good ships and such amazing ships. Even like the lower tier ones are okay, but the Jervis at tier 7 has been a blast, and it's been a fun ship to play this. And how about this guy's aim? He's just smacking me. If he actually was shooting HE, he'd probably, I wouldn't say he'd kill me, but he probably would have definitely got a little bit more. And there you go. You support your battleship, he gets the citadels, and then you work together. We complement him, as you can see right there. We work together and get us the win. And it's just another easy peasy star towards this rank season. And we can then slowly pick on this Indianapolis over here. But again, I just kind of wanted to show off this because I know in my latest video, I said, hey, this is the strongest DD, although I'm not taking the strongest DD. But this is a perfect example of why. Its ability to just do kind of almost what the Haida can do, you know, not quite, but you know, you basically can. And then also you don't quite have the weaknesses as that ship has, and really it's just a good balanced DD overall, that if you aren't even playing, oh, it is him, this is the guy, he's said, thanks for spotting and living. It's so true. In ranked, when your battleships thank your destroyers for just spotting and living, and then you thank your battleships for just shooting. That's really, really, really all you need in this game and in ranked battles. But the rest of this game isn't super exciting, but we overall had a fun one. I think he dunks him right here. Super, super close. I think it's on the next salvo then. But let me know in the comments below what you guys are picking for your rank season. I'm interested in what you guys are playing. If you guys are taking the Jervis, or you guys are maybe trying out the Jervis, what do you guys, as something that you normally wouldn't play, kind of been a standout ship for you? I'm kind of interested in what everyone is playing. Or if you are playing ranked battles, definitely, I do recommend going out and getting rank 11 at least, rank 10 if you want the flag. And just going and getting the really easy rewards. They're pretty nice rewards. You can go some free doubloons, some credits, some flags, some camos. Anybody that is listening to this can go out and get rank 10. It's very, very easy. You just need a couple wins and on a win streak, and you are good to go. But I do recommend that for everyone. But overall, a fun game, and just wanted to show off how the Jervis is my go-to deity this season. And overall, I feel like it's super, super strong. Anyways, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.